Welcome back. Time now for news from the left. We start in California with, frankly, a despicable story. A 16-year-old punk, worse than a punk, to be honest with you, a kid with a record, steals a car and then intentionally plows right into a woman and her 8-month-old son. We're not even going to show you the aftermath of the video because it's pretty tough to watch. Thankfully, they're both okay. That's the good news. The driver, though, steals this car and just says, oh, look, they're trying to get over to the side. Not a chance. I'm going to run it into the wall and them at the same time. That driver, 16 years old, sentenced to just 5 months in juvenile probation camp in George Gascon's Los Angeles. That's what you get for trying to murder a woman and her baby with your stolen car. You get 5 months in camp if you're 16. The woman responding in her victim impact statement, something that George Gascon never reads, by the way. He would never read one of these. A victim impact statement? What's a victim, George Gascon? Do you even know what those are? Of course not. He couldn't care less. I was also told that his record would be wiped clean when he turns 18, she said. How on earth can that be? He tried to murder 2 innocent pedestrians. Murder. And we have video evidence. My child would be dead if I hadn't been there to protect him. Think about that. Think about if that was you walking along the street with your baby and this 16-year-old just tries to kill you for fun just because it's, Grand Theft Auto. Let's just run over as many people as we can. Why not? George Gascon's office saying, quote, this teen will be held accountable for his actions and receive the needed services to foster positive development to keep him from committing future offenses. Again, could not care less about the damage that the kid has done. Couldn't care less about that. The victim impact statement, Gascon didn't read that. He couldn't care less. Victims don't matter in this new woke world. It's all about rehabilitation. They don't care what you've done. Everybody deserves a second, third, fourth, fifth, 50th chance. They don't care at all. They don't care. You've been victimized? Not our problem. That's woke justice. Next up, with our gender identity crisis, a California court has ruled that bees are now fish. That's a new one. Makes sense these days, I guess. There is a big story. There's a bigger story to this, though. It's actually a big win for environmental groups in California. It reversed a lower court's decision denying bees protection under the California Endangered Species Act due to the fact that they're not birds, mammals, fish, amphibians, reptiles, or plants. This time around, the California Court of Appeals found this loophole in the definition of fish, which allowed bees to be categorized as such. So the judges wrote that although the term fish is colloquially and commonly understood to refer to aquatic species, the law makes the legal definition of fish not so limited. So if a dude can be a woman, why can't a bee be a fish? Moving along, AOC is also searching for, searching for the newest way to identify as marginalized. And this week she's identifying with her indigenous heritage. Take a listen.
In fact, I feel like one of the things that first started awakening and connecting me in a deep way to my indigenous heritage was connecting with the Lakota Sioux. When I was at Standing Rock, surrounded by Native people, Lakota Sioux, Cherokee, all people coming together, and I looked around, it really just clicked that this is us.
A pretty girl from the wealthy and mostly white Westchester County suburb of New York City working overtime to hide her real story. In 2018, AOC tweeted this out. To be Puerto Rican is to be the descendant of African Moors and slaves, Taino Indians, Spanish colonizers, Jewish refugees, and likely others. We are all of these things and something else all at once. We are Boricua, which I'm going to be perfectly honest with. Boricua? I don't know. But it's always something with AOC. If there's any way to be marginalized, she is going to find it. Next up, Washington Post online bully posing as a journalist, Taylor Lorenz, wrote an article criticizing 2 YouTubers for their commentary on the Amber Heard-Johnny Depp trial, which, by the way, was pretty entertaining there at the end. And this completely backfired on this nitwit. Yet again, she's in trouble. Lorenz made 2 major errors in the article, resulting in the Washington Post issuing 2 corrections to the piece, which they initially tried to edit secretly. They tried to stealth edit it. Just fix it without telling anybody. Oh, okay. See how they work now? First, Lorenz claimed that she reached out to the 2 YouTubers for comment, but that they refused. That's what she said. Both of them quickly responded to that claim, saying they were never contacted at all. That is really, really bad in the rules of journalism. The second error was when Lorenz wrongly attributed a statement to Johnny Depp's lawyer, but the way the Washington Post corrected these facts, these false claims, is the most shocking part. Although a note at the bottom of the article acknowledged the story was updated to clarify comments made during Waldman's testimony, the claim that Lorenz had reached out to the YouTubers for comment was deleted without any acknowledgement at all. How far the Washington Post has fallen. 10 years ago, lying about contacting the subject of a hit piece would have you fired immediately from any reputable place that does journalism in this country. Immediately fired. For Taylor Lorenz, let's just fix it under the radar and hope we get away with it. Why this girl gets so many breaks, I have no idea. She's not particularly special. She's just a stalker and a bully. I don't know why everybody loves her so much. I don't get it on that side. Maybe she's got something on him. Finally, senior Biden advisor Gene Sperling went on CNN for a friendly interview, he thought, but was actually hit with a fairly decent question for Brian Stelter. Sperling showing the reality of Washington, people completely disconnected from the misery that they create. Take a listen.
Do you feel the pinch? Do you feel the pain?
You know, I feel the pain for so many families in our lives. I think.
But for you, do you feel?
You know,
I mean,
I don't want to
$72 for gas this morning. Do you feel it? Do you pay it?
Look, we see it. We see, gallon of milk go to $5. Everybody understands that is a hit. I think I'm not going to try to say that I, feel that pain personally.
He's an advisor to Biden. Of course not. They don't feel it. Do you think they care? Oh, gas is $5. I make $1 million a year. I got to spend another $25 on my tank of gas. You think they care? You think they care? Of course they don't care. All they care about is their ideology. They're going to make money off of this, actually. It's a wash to them. Oh, yeah, gas is more expensive, but look at my green energy investments. They're through the roof. They're making a fortune. They don't care. And it proved it right there. He can't even lie. And Stelter got him, which is the best part.